Hello, I am Verbal from musicweapons.com, and I am going to run you through the setup in Ableton Live. I'm using version 8. Now you're going to have to bear with me. I don't really know how to use this. I've never really used it. But I did manage to figure out how to get certain things going. Now, what we're going to do is, obviously this is what you start off with. Once you have installed, it will show it here in your plugin devices. There's the drum weapons right there. The first time when you drag it over here, the first time you launch it in any program, the first time, not meaning any program, meaning the first time period. Now, if this is the first time you've launched it and you're using Ableton, it will prompt you for your serial number, and you will just copy and paste the number that I manually send out. You're entitled to 2 machine installs per license, meaning 2 computers at once. Now, if you, for whatever reason, need to install it on a different computer, just contact me. I'll reset your license. You will have to you'll still only have 2 machines, but you'll just set it up again. Now, you're going to want to drag drum weapons over here and create a track. Now we have that going. As you see, here's drum weapons. If this was the first time, it would have prompted you for your serial. Now, drum weapons at its core is a multi-out instrument. Now, this is something strange that I didn't even know about Ableton. It's kind of weird. The first thing you can do is, any of the DRM kits are all just single stereo outs, so you can use this in any software at all that accepts VSTs or audio units. The PDR are pro drums. They're multi-out versions, which enable you to further process each individual sound, and as well as apply more effects, and it really helps when you're doing track outs. And if you sell beats, you know what track outs are. Track lines, whatever, stems, same difference. This enables you to actually have them in different tracks right off the bat, so when you bounce them out, you don't have to do weird MIDI work or soloing or all that. I'm just going to start off with a DRM kit, just the standard, the Adorable Demon. If this is the only tutorial you watch, this is the kick, snare, hat, mix, extra channel. You got your reverb. You got your drive here, and you have pitch bend. Then you have ADSR envelopes for each individual area. You have your resample quality. You have your voice mode. You're going to want to probably leave it at poly. You have your velocity curve, which is the difference between hard and soft notes. You click in here to access all of the patches, all of the drum kits, or you can click next or previous. These are these buttons right here. Previous, next. There you go. Yay. Alright, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. I don't really know what I'm doing. I think this is how you do it. Okay, now we have a clip, and I have to remember where this is. It's at C1 in Ableton. So I'm gonna set my length to 2, and there I have a little kit. I'm just going to write the draw mode, make my simple pattern initially. The first 3 are always going to be kicks. I'm going to change my audio settings while I'm in here, because there's nothing routed. Oh, it's already set. Okay, so kick, 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 3 kicks. First kick is always the main. 3 snares, 1, 2, 3. First snare is always the main. This would be a reverb snare or transitional snare if you had one in your kit. There's 6 hats then. Hat, 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 hat. But these would be opens if there's an open. These 2. That's where the opens begin. So, with that being said, as you can see, here's the C1, which is here. Now I'm going to make a little pattern. Snare here. We'll put one there, and we'll put a reverb snare here. We'll make some hats. And make make this a double kick. Make this an open hat right here. Yeah, clicking boxes is fun. I'm not really a fan of this, but I will do it. This is what people like. I guess the allure of being able to click in patterns is being able to just use a silly laptop or something to make beats. Personally, I play my drums. I don't know if this is right. We'll play it and see. I don't hear anything, so that's not good. It's not playing my pattern. There. I'll change it to a triplet grid so I can add this little guy in there. Like that. There we go. Okay, so I've essentially done this exact same pattern in all softwares just to show you the reasoning behind it. Now we have 3 kicks. I'm going to make these alternate kicks here. I'm put it here and then make this one the 3rd kick. And we'll roll it like that. Okay, so now as you see, this is how it's laid out. See your hats, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't have an open in it. I'll go to one with it open. Alright, so you got your little pattern clicked in here, and now you have the ability to, you can either change the volumes. There's your volumes. They're already pre-mixed and mastered. They're ready to go. But you can adjust, do little tweaks right here. And you have your drive, which is basically just an overall gain. But if you have tube emulation or tape emulation on your master out or whatever. Now, beyond, the next thing I want to get to is, before I go any further, is this. Dealing with multi-outs in this is very strange. So I'm gonna start from scratch here. Now we got our Drum Weapons main channel here. This is how I did it. I don't really know if there's better ways, but this worked. You add 2 audio channels because we're only utilizing 3 outs as of now. So you got your main out, and you also have your snare and hat channels that are always going to be utilized. So what you're going to do with your audio channels is in your inputs right here, audio from, you're going to go to Drum Weapons, and you're going to change it to the first right. That's snare. Drum Weapons. Your second right. There's your hat. Now, when I access the same kit, this is Arch Nemesis. So we're going to go to the PDR version, the Pro Drum version of Arch Nemesis, which is in here. And now it'll be multi-out. Oh wait, you got to turn this in. Turn monitor to in. There. That wasn't that hard. I didn't even see, like I said, this is literally the first time I've used Ableton. It looks kind of cool, but it's not really my thing, but I know a lot of people love it. So now you have multi-outs right there. Now you can do whatever you want to it. You can affect it, and also it'll help you with your mixing. You can apply some send effects or some direct effects. I don't really even know how to do that, so I'm not going to get into it. But that's how you used to get into utilizing it. You got your clip, so we could say, let me try this again. Seeing how I figured that out, I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna make 2 patterns, man. Let's make this totally nuts. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna do the same length. Let's go to 2. Put our snare there on the 2s. Oop, that wasn't right, but I'll fix it. That is not, we're on triplet grid. No, we're not. Okay, that is not the right spot. This is there. This is exciting. No, it isn't. Who am I kidding? Tons of kits, 550 kits. It's really about the sounds, you know. what's the point of sitting there clicking around looking for sounds? You got a whole thing going right here. So I'm gonna do a different version of this. It's not gonna be too crazy. Triplet grid. Is this where we're at? Right here. Boom. Change it. We're gonna get crazy here, man. I don't play around. Let's make this an open. I know you're saying, what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go to this one. Let's go to the next one. Oh, okay, I get it. Alright, it's kind of cool. I don't really understand anything beyond that, but so you have all these different things you can do. You got your pitch bend. I'm not really familiar with, in order to make things permanent, it's kind of a preview just to show you, say, hey, I like it pitched up better. So it's only 2 to 3. All you're going to do is max out up or down on your pitch. And it would be in this area. I don't really know how to change this though. So let's see what this is. No. No, I don't know how to do that. This would be pitch bend, and you would go up or down with it, and it would permanently affect your drum weapons. If it ever acts kind of wonky, just twist this and it'll go exactly to wherever it is. It gives you an infinite amount of possibilities. So let's go to a DRM kit. Okay, so with the DRM kits, you can apply a kit-wide reverb. It's just nice. It takes no CPU like at all, so it's a decent reverb. It's not the best. It's not no convolution reverb or anything, but it's nice. So you got that going, and you know that's kind of the allure of it, is the fact that you have 550 kits and they are mapped to the same spots, and they are actual hip-hop sounds. These are not dance drums, as you can hear. They're actual hip-hop. Now, what the point of this is, there's never really been anything like this put out. People have released individual little sound packs, and granted, some of them are decent, but there's only literally like 3 or 4 sounds that are actually that good in it. People just throw together these packs, trust me, because I did it myself. I know a lot of people that do this. Producers throw together packs. They literally just throw some sounds in their library into a pack, and they're not anything they really necessarily even made themselves. They're just random things. This is completely different. These are all custom made sounds. These are all engineered kits that are mixed, ready to go. Now, would you rather have a folder full of random sounds and pay, I mean, when I was younger in college, I paid $600 for this pack. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know, it's not really that good. It wasn't categorized that well, and there's really probably only 10 sounds out of it that I really liked. So that was the beginning of me thinking about making drum weapons, is because I literally I had spent a lot of money on sounds. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that elusive sound. Like, how do people sound like that? How do they get their drums to sound like that? Well, come to find out, it's this thing. You make custom sounds, and it isn't fast. It takes a long time. So what's the point? You can sit there for a week and make yourself 10, 20 snares, or you could just buy ill drums, and look, you have tons of ill drums. These are dope. This is not a joke. These are not crap. Every single kit can be utilized. And beyond the fact that it's going to save you time, it's going to probably make your beats better, because I hear a lot of producers, people want me to sell beats for them, they want me to listen to them, and always, 99.99% of the time, the difference between someone that is selling and making dope hip-hop beats, like actual underground sound, is the drums. People are trying to use, standard packs and things like that, little Big Fish audio packs or whatever it is, But the point is that no matter how much you process it, it's really hard to get those to sound actual hip-hop. You got to go about it a whole different way. Drum Weapons was actually sampled basically a very prominent 1980s 10-channel console. If you do some research, you could probably figure out what it is. I kind of want that to be a mystery because it's fun, and I want somebody to figure it out and tell me. It's 10 channels, and it's very important to music history. It's not big, but the sound is amazing. And I was able to commission one, not personally, but go to a place, and I was able to essentially sample the console and apply it to the outputs. So in turn, we have the true analog summing, and it really comes into play. Now, when you buy the software, you can get the raw wave data 16-bit to use in any hardware you want. We're not going to stop you from that. We'll give you the Reason refill for free too. We don't sell these things individually. You have to buy the software in order to even get those. But if you're in it for just the wave data, that's fine. We'll send it off to you. But there's a reason why we are wanting you to use the plugin, is because it's going to change your workflow and it's going to sound better than the raw waves. Granted, they are mixed the same way, but they don't have that convolution on it that we have applied to the actual outputs of Drum Weapons. So that's all there really is to it. I guess I don't really know much about Ableton, but it looks kind of cool. It's not really like, I don't know, it's more of a DJ type setting. I can understand why having MIDI clips and things, being able to trigger them live would be cool. And I know they got that big thing with the buttons. That's pretty cool. But I like to do everything by hand, and I'm kind of from the old school, I guess. But that's it. Drum Weapons. 550 regular kits. You got your percussion kits as well that contain all of the kick snares and hats within, so you can compose your own kits. And you also have custom cymbals packs that we made, as well as overlay hats and quick effects. Just random weird sounds, you know. It comes in handy a lot of times just to change things. There's tons of them in there. I did this before in an old video. It's basically a loop right there. Then we have random percussion. There's full kits. They're all sampled through it. The same cheesy sounds, but they actually, as cheesy as they are, they come in handy sometimes. But anyways, Drum Weapons 2.0 is out now. We got 150 satisfied customers. We're capping the sales at 500. We're not going to sell more than 500. We have not had one return. We have customer testimonials directly on the site. We don't have one return. One person asked for a refund, but it wasn't because he had heard it and thought it was stupid. He just couldn't figure it out, and it's no big deal. He contacted me, and I hit him up, talked to him on the phone, ran him through it. Next thing you know, he's using it, and 10 minutes later he sent me a text, said these are the best sounds I've ever heard, and he is off and making beats, and he sent me 2 of them, and they were actually very good. So that's kind of the gist of it. Drum Weapons, you can cop it at musicweapons.com. It's $149.99, and this is Drum Weapons in Ableton Live.
musicweapons.com